Hello guys, welcome to a new video. So in this video, as the title suggests, it's going to be about lighting. So I'm going to tell you how lighting can change your entire video. Back when I started, I never gave any importance to lighting, which is why if you check out my old videos, you can see that I used to light everything using the household light, and it used to look absolute garbage when I see right now. And that's how, from the comments and from other people, that I realized that okay, my lighting is very bad and I need to invest on good lighting. If you check the price of aperture lighting or Amaran lighting, it's all very expensive, which is why I invested on very simple lighting setup right here, because I don't do much of talking shot all the time. So I just have a basic key light right here which is lighting me. That's the only key light that I use. All the other lights that you see behind are like a prop, which I'll get into more detail in this video. So the very first thing is the key light. This is absolutely necessary, and the key light, it's hidden from the frame, it's hidden from the camera. You don't actually see it. The light that I use is a light from Andoer. I leave a link to it in the description. So that's the only key light that I use. There are people who use one key light and one fill light. Now, the key light is the light that lights the subject. I like to place it in like a 45-degree angle. So that means my this side is lit up, whereas my this side is in shadows. But there are other ways. If you invest on one more lighting, you can fill this light, which is why it's called a fill light. But I like this sort of look because it's more dramatic. You know, one side is lit up and one side is dark, like you see in movies, and I like that look, which is why I invested on just one single light, and I like to leave one side of my face in shadows. Now, the primary thing that you need to take in mind is do not use uncontrollable lighting to light the subject. Now, what I mean by uncontrollable lighting is, suppose you have a household light. You cannot adjust the white balance, you cannot adjust the intensity. It's just one single source of light, and don't use that to light the subject. It will look very bad when you see it on the screen. And the second thing that I want to tell you is, even if you invest on light, you should also invest on a softbox, because without the softbox, the light is going to look very hard and it's going to leave very harsh shadows, and you don't want that. So invest on a good lighting and invest on a good softbox. That's the only thing that you need. Now, the things that you see in the back, these are practical lights. This adds depth to the overall video, so that you can leave it behind, like this LED strip right here. It's just a normal LED strip. But to make it really more, punch in, I used another light from Andoer. It's behind me to make that blue glow behind me. I can show it to you. It's right here. So I leave it back like this. These are like all creative options that you can use to make it more creative and to really bring in that depth to your video. Now, I've done a separate video on this Andoer W140 RGB light. I will leave it in the description, and it's a really cheap and really powerful light. I mean, you can use for videos like this to leave it behind and create that depth, as I told you. Also, it has a lot of other settings like scenes. You can make like a police car effect. You can make like, it's RGB, so you can make it any color that you want. So these are like additional settings that you can invest on after you bought the key light. Now I'm going to turn off every light and show you how it's going to look without all these lights, and then I'm going to switch on the household light, and you can see the difference. So now I'm going to switch off the light behind me. That is the small portable light. Okay, so that's gone now. Now I'm going to off the LED strip behind me. Okay, so that's gone too. Now I'm going to switch off the key light, the main source of light. Okay, now it's absolute garbage. You cannot see anything. Now let me switch on my household light. Now this is just with the household light, and it's pretty dark, so I had to bump up the ISO, which will look the image very noisy, and it looks really crap. So this is how I used to film before without any light, just the household light. And now you can see the difference with all the lights and without the light. Big difference, right? So why don't you guys invest on a really good light and see the difference for yourself? So that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys learned something from this. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and do comment down below other lighting tips and tricks that you guys know. Let's spread that information to the small community here, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.